And now we'll talk about the rotate command. Once again, probably best to be done in a plan view. Go down to our level 1. Let's go over here. That's my elevation marker. I'm just going to take this guy and move it over to there by windowing it using my press and drag. Now, to rotate, what you do is you just select the objects. Oh, I missed some objects, so I'll use my control button and do another crossing box like that. I've got all my objects selected. I go up and pick rotate. I notice it's got some options. Disjoin, copy. I can rotate by an angle. Center of rotation I can place. And you can also take your rotation pivot point and move it beforehand. So as you're doing the rotate, by default it's going to try to place it in the kind of the centroid of the object. So you can take that point anytime and just move it. You don't have to even pick anything off of here. Okay? And then the idea is to pick a first point and then rotate or type in a number like 42 degrees and then hit enter, and it'll basically go 42 degrees in the direction that you were doing it. Let's undo that back. Okay, do another big crossing box, grab all these guys. Okay, rotate. Okay, if I say copy, what happens is it'll make a copy. Okay, and I'm going to end up with some walls interfering with walls and stuff, but it's still going to kind of try to clean that up. Not a good idea. Undo again. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, let's just pick a regular wall. Pick a wall. Rotate. Okay, now by default the button's there. All I have to do is pick over here, hover, and I can use my tab button again to pick different points. Use your tab button. Once I've moved my base point, then you form your rotation. Click here, go in this direction. I can read the numbers and pick a point if I want, or I can type in a number. I'm just going to pick. That rotates it. After the fact, I can pick on any one of these blue numbers in here and change them. Okay, the temporary dimensions. Same thing as you can pick the rotate command first. Rotate. Okay, it's going to ask you to pick the objects. When you're done, you hit a space bar. Then it automatically defaults to the center. You can take that rotation point and move it over to here if you want. Okay, and then form your rotation and pivot around that point. Okay, so it doesn't matter. The pivot point doesn't have to be on the object. I can pick on this tree and say rotate. The default is there. I can take that point, move it to the corner of the desk, start here and rotate up here by 90 degrees. It's just a geometry thing. Nothing complicated about that. So pick your objects first or pick the tool. Also pay attention to your options bar as we do this. Pick on here. Rotate. Okay, copy or no copy. The point here is always check whenever you use any tool, always check your options bar. Center of rotation, if I hit place, then I don't have to drag. I can just pick a point. So this kind of makes it so you don't have to drag it. If you want, you can drag it. I'm using my mouse. I'm holding the mouse button in now and I'm dragging it around. Okay, if you don't want to do that, all you do is hit place and then you pick a point, and if you hit default, it sets it back to the default spot. Okay, let's try that again. Escape, escape. Pick some objects inside of here. Okay, rotate. And then I can say place my point, and I can just go place a point at the corner of here. Pick. And now as I go to rotate, I say no, I want to change that. Place a point, I pick another point here. Then all of a sudden I want the default again. I just hit default and it goes back to the default location. At that point you can simply pick a point wherever you want, and you can snap the points as you go. Okay, so really if you've done other CAD programs before, this isn't anything new. You pick a point, you drag, you can either pick another point or type in an angle. Your choice. So move the base point, select the objects, form the angle. That's it for our quick and easy rotate tool.